Hello there. On today's Jazz Forms video, we're back to discussing rhythm changes, this time specifically discussing the bridge to this important jazz form. I'll give you 7 harmonic variations with original melodies that you can use to help you understand and learn the bridge to rhythm changes. If you're interested in learning more about the A section or about rhythm changes in general, you should watch my previous Jazz Forms video, which I'll put a link to right here. With that said, let's get into it. What you see here is the original chord progression to the bridge of George Gershwin's I've Got Rhythm. You'll notice that it's made up entirely of dominant 7th chords moving in what we call cycle 5 motion. If you aren't sure what cycle 5 motion means, keep in mind that this song is in the key of B flat major. Well, the last chord of our bridge is the 5 chord of that B flat major. Well, preceding that F7, that 5 chord, is its 5, C7. And preceding that C7 is its 5, G7. And preceding that G7 is its 5, D7. So what's essentially happening is that each of these dominant chords is resolving 5 to 1, which becomes the next 5, which resolves to its 1, which becomes the next 5, resolving to its 1, until we finally reach our target of B flat major, which would be the next A section. This is a sample melody and improvisation using the original chord progression to the bridge of I've Got Rhythm. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. This first variation to our chord progression utilizes an important jazz harmonic concept, which is that you can precede any dominant 5 chord, like our first D7, with its related 2 chord, like this A minor 7 you see here, creating a 2-5. We continue there for our G7, and then do the same thing here, adding the related 2 to our C7, G minor 7, creating another 2-5 to the 1, which is our 5 chord, leading to B flat. This is a sample melody and improvisation using this chord progression. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. This next variation on our chord progression further embellishes on our usage of related 2 minor 7 chords by adding 1 to every single one of our dominant 7th chords. What we're left with is this chord progression: A minor 7, D7, D minor 7, G7, G minor 7, C7, C minor 7, F7. What I love about this concept is it's a great way to add extra harmonic motion to our playing without affecting or impeding the harmonic or melodic choices that other members of our band make. If you're a comping instrument and you choose to play these 2 5s instead of just straight dominant chords, but your bass player is just walking straight dominant chords, those 2 things will work perfectly fine together. Same thing applies for improvisers and comping instruments. This is a sample melody and improvisation using this chord progression. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Before we move on with the next variation, I just really quickly wanted to mention that if you're interested in any of the contents of today's video, that they are available for purchase on my website. The link is in the description below. Also on my website, you'll find lots of other materials from my previous videos on jazz improvisation, as well as a contact form if you're interested in private lessons. If you want to support the channel, some other ways you can do that would be to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you very much. This next variation on our Rhythm Changes Bridge chord progression is the chord progression from Jimmy Heath's CTA. You'll notice that what he's done here is instead of having chords moving in cycle 5 motion, we have dominant chords moving down in half steps. Starting on A flat 7, down to G, G flat, F7. This effect is created with what we call tritone substitution. I've talked a little bit about tritone substitution in some previous videos, but essentially what it is that you can replace any dominant 7th chord with another dominant 7th chord a tritone away. So he took that first chord in our original chord progression, D7, and if you go look a tritone away from D7, you have A flat 7 to G13, and then he also tritone subbed his C7 in the 5th measure to get a G flat 7 chord, and finally our F7 chord, and back to 1. This is a sample melody and improvisation using this chord progression. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. This next variation on our Rhythm Changes Bridge also makes use of tritone substitution. In this case, instead of tritone subbing the 1st and 3rd chords, we're tritone subbing the 2nd and 4th chords, leaving us with still a chord progression that moves down in half steps, but instead we go from D7 to D flat 7, C7 to B7, resolving to our B flat major. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. This next variation comes from the Miles Davis composition Serpent's Tooth. And in this case, you'll notice it does not begin with our usual cycle 5 motion or any variation on that, but actually begins with a 2, 5, 1, leading to our 4 chord. From there, now we return to normal with our 5 of 5, C7, 5 chord, leading us back to 1. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. This last variation to our Rhythm Changes Bridge comes from the Dizzy Gillespie composition, The Eternal Triangle, and it is by far the most technically challenging of all the ones we've discussed today. What you'll see is that it's made entirely of chromatically descending 2 5s, starting with B minor 7 to E7, B flat minor to E flat 7. At this point, they start moving twice as fast. A minor D7, A flat minor D flat 7, G minor 7, C7, F sharp minor 7, B7, which is a tritone sub, leading back to our 1 chord. Here is one last sample melody and improvisation using this chord progression. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you've found it educational and you have a little bit of a better idea for the variations you might see on the bridge of rhythm changes. If you're interested in any of the materials you've seen today, they are available for purchase on my website. Link is in the description below. There you'll find lots of other materials as well as a contact form if you're interested in private lessons. The rest of this video is the backing tracks that I've been using. Thank you so much and see you next time. Happy practicing. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.